Welcome into UWL as we have an outstanding matchup for you here tonight as the Aquinas Blue Golds are playing host to the West Salem Panthers. Winner here tonight wins the Coulee Conference as both teams come in undefeated so far. Aaron Morse with you, Scotty Gran along with us, Jeff on the camera as always. Scotty, this is we've been looking forward to this since week one for sure.
Well, yeah, Aquinas now 22 wins in a row. Impressive. The defending Division V state champions with their second-team All-State quarterback Jackson Flottmeyer at the helm, playing probably the biggest test and the biggest threat to their 22-game win streak in the West Salem Panthers, who have been more than impressive defensively this season. Aaron, you can't ask for a better matchup at the end of the year here on ESPN 105.5.
It should be an outstanding matchup here tonight, as we have just alluded to. Before we take a quick break and get to some more analysis, let me tell you about Rish Heating and Air Conditioning. Will your furnace make it through another heating season? Now's the time to upgrade to an Armstrong air system from Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll look at both of these teams and what they have to do to come away with a Coulee Conference title night in the game of the week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Are you looking for ways to manage your money wherever life takes you? Ultra's online and mobile banking is where it's at. We make managing your accounts on any device easy and secure. So go ahead, transfer funds, send money, deposit checks, or pay bills, all on your schedule. Take the next step and download the Ultra mobile app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holman, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Allied Cooperative, your championship team for agronomy, feed, propane, tires, grain, refined fuels, hardware, auto parts, and convenience store. It's the diversity, power, and customer service you'd expect from your championship team, Allied Cooperative. Live here from UWL as we have our final game of the regular season, and it should be a good one. A battle for the Coulee Conference title here tonight as Aquinas plays host to the West Salem Panthers, as Aquinas will have their senior night. They'll begin their senior night activities right now down on the right side of the field. All right, Scotty, let's start to break down this game here tonight. And Aquinas, obviously they have been outstanding for the last basically 2 years. They're on a 22-game winning streak dating back to last year, reigning state champions, and they missed maybe a beat earlier on in the season, but they have recovered here.
Yeah, they have, and I think, they got their running game back a little bit. You look at the numbers on the year, Calvin Hargrove and Kyle White have really helped in that capacity, and of course Flottmeyer himself has 6 touchdowns on the ground, so those two guys have really helped. And, the big question was, Quinn Miskowski from last year was so tremendous, and how do you replace that production? And Colin Konzemius has done a pretty good job, and so has David Mallon. You look at it from that perspective, but here's the thing that is in a question for me is I look at Jackson Flottmeyer's numbers from last year to this year. They are drastically different. So does that mean the running attack is more prevalent? It really isn't, because if you look at the numbers last year for Aquinas, they ran the ball pretty well. Is the receiver numbers, do they have the weaponry? Maybe not. Maybe the receiver area is where there's a little bit of a deficiency compared to what they have. Not to say what Aquinas has now isn't good, but you take away the production they had out there last year, it's very different. Also, I would say the offensive line, a little less experience, not as good as last year's. So, to me, Aquinas has played a pretty safe schedule, in my opinion, where West Salem has played a lot of juggernauts and played a lot of tough opponents this year. Not to say that that's not that I'm tipping my hand maybe a little bit here. I really feel like Aquinas might have a tough time with this West Salem defense tonight. I really do. And I know Flottmeyer's pedigree. He's had a great high school career. I watched him since he was a freshman. He's got all the tools to play at the collegiate level. He's got all the talent to maybe be a D2, D3 quarterback. I don't think he's D1. That's just where I sit. I really think that West Salem has a good opportunity to knock them off tonight. That's just my opinion.
What is it about the West Salem defense? Is it the defensive backfield, or is it just all around?
All around, they have playmakers at every level, and I don't feel Aquinas has played a defense that is as aggressive, as opportunistic. If you look at the turnover numbers for West Salem, what are they now in the season? Plus like 23, 29. They're plus 29 in the turnover column. So you look at that, West Salem knows how to get the football and disrupt the game. They're excellent at that. They have one of the best defensive backs in the state in Brennan Kennedy, and we saw it a couple weeks ago what he could do against Faroco. He was a one-man wrecking crew. Mm-hmm. I mean, the kid is a talent. And you look at this Aquinas offense, they have all the talent in the world. I just think that West Salem right now is just playing at a tier right now that it's going to be tough for Aquinas maybe not to move the football per se, but to have those chunk plays that they're used to, that they've had this year. So the question is, can they get the big play against this West Salem defense?
Well, West Salem also plays a really good third phase of football as well. We've seen them block numerous punts.
Yes.
We saw Brennan Kennedy return a punt a couple of weeks ago. So they play a third level of football that is outstanding as well.
Right, and then for West Salem tonight, I mean, you got to get the train rolling. And when I talk about the train, it's Brett McConkey. Let that guy do his thing. I mean, he is a beast. He is an absolute talent. He can throw the ball. He's opened up his passing game this year with the running attack. Luke Knowles tied for 13th in the state in rushing touchdowns at 17. I mean, he's not going to wow you, with, the speed, but it's the toughness with Luke Knowles. And they have weapons on the outside. I just really think this is going to be a great game tonight. It's going to be close. I really think, though, man, I'm interested to see how Aquinas plays against this West Salem defense. Because West Salem gave Onalaska a run for their money at the beginning of the year, and that told me something about them right away.
Last thing here before we take a quick break is John asked me this on the preview show, so I'll ask this to you as well. What about the Aquinas defense? Something that hasn't been maybe it's underrated. It's under the radar. It's not really talked about because Jackson Flottmeyer in offense. Is this Aquinas defense have to step up this week to take on some of that? Some of that role
They do. Yeah. But I think, where the bread and butter is for Aquinas is at second level with Hargrove and Lee. I mean, those two are great linebackers. I mean, Calvin Hargrove, I think, has like 89 tackles on the season right now. And Damian Lee's kind of one of those guys. He might be the best player on the field. I mean, he's a freak athlete. He's good on the edge. He's very good in pass pro. He knows what, or pass coverage. Pass pro is running back, but he knows what he's doing. I mean, the guy he's a game wrecker. And I actually think that all the players on the field defensively, Damian Lee and Luke Knoll, may be two of the best players you'll see all season on defense, and I really believe that.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. Affordable family bar serving delicious pizzas, burgers, and sandwiches. Stop in and see Dave and Brady before or after the game at Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem. As Aquinas continues to go through their senior night recognition.
A lot of seniors.
Yeah, it is a lot of seniors, and that's why they're a good team. Yeah. We'll take another break here on our pregame coverage of their game of the week as Aquinas hosts West Salem here at UWL. We'll be right back.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed Roofing and Siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Three in One Construction, the name to remember for your drywall, metal framing, or painting project. Call Jared at 608-317-8615 or stop into 3-in-1 Construction, located next to the post office in downtown West Salem. Well, West Salem is back onto the field as they get ready for the pregame festivities, national anthem, and introductions. Quickly here, Scotty, just I've got a few records and games in front of me here, some outstanding games around the area. In the Scenic Bluffs Conference, Caston will host Luther.
Yeah, that'll be a big game tonight.
If Luther wins, those two teams will share the Scenic Bluffs title. And Bangor wins, they will also jump into that category as well. Bangor will host New Lisbon.
Yeah, you guys did a great job last week. Again, I want to thank you guys, too, for the nice little shout-out. Believe it or not, I was in a pretty bad way for a couple days. But what I'll tell you is you kind of hit it, Aaron, and here's the thing. Caston shouldn't take Luther lightly because Caston struggles in the secondary. Luther can throw the ball around a little bit. I'm interested to see how that game fares today.
Yeah, we've got this game here that'll decide the Coulee Conference title. Also in the Coulee, Westby and Altoona will battle. They're both 3-3, so the winner gets a playoff spot. The loser will have to wait and see.
How about GET making the playoffs?
Yeah,
huh?
how about
That's pretty awesome.
They're 4-2 right now. They're at Arcadia, so GET is in.
Congratulations to Paul Anderson.
There you go. And then the Dairyland, Blair Taylor will be hosting Oliva Strum. If Blair Taylor wins and Pepin Alma loses, that will be a three-way tie. So Blair Taylor could be a conference
Pepin
champion
Alma's
as well.
good, though.
Yeah,
That's a good football team. And best of luck to Blair Taylor, but Pepin Alma's one of the creams of the crop. When you look at those lower divisions, they're always good.
All right, we'll take one more break. We'll have kickoff coming up next on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed Roofing and Siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill in Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street in Onalaska. Just about ready for kickoff here from UWL. Scotty, give us one key for each side here. Start with West Salem.
Well, for West Salem, they just need to contain the big play. I think if they do that tonight, they got a really good chance of winning. And for Aquinas, they got to make the big play, and they can't turn the ball over. I think that's the one thing you and I talked about. You know, Jackson has a tendency to carry a lot on his shoulders and try to force things. This is a game tonight where he really has to be very careful with the football. He's very talented, but he needs to be aware of the secondary that's out there. They are a ball-hawking secondary, and they will make you pay.
Well, West Salem's one loss this year, beginning of the year when they were at Onalaska. They lost by 1 point in the pouring rain, in some lightning, thunder, some elements. That's their one loss, and Onalaska, as we know, is an outstanding team. They're undefeated this year, so that could be the difference. While they have the one loss, and they've played a tougher schedule, and Aquinas maybe hasn't been up to do that on their schedule.
And that's the big question mark is, Aquinas, they're putting up great numbers. They average 46 points a game, almost 400 yards of offense a game, only allowing opponents 240. But then you look at West Salem, 41 points a game, about 316 on offense. But here's the kicker. 8 points allowed on average per game, 156 yards allowed. That's a total game through the whole season. And they're really the only team that shut down Onalaska this year offensively if you look at the numbers. So to me, that's what's the intriguing point is how good is this West Salem defense? We're going to find out tonight.
Chiropractic Place, Family Wellness. They practice treating the whole person. Live your best life. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta. All right, West Salem decided to defer. They won the toss.
What do you do in high school football?
Yep, and of course, then Aquinas will choose to return. So Aquinas will get the ball first. They will be moving from left to right on the dial. Let's give you that fashion note here. West Salem's in the white tops, black bottoms with the orange lettering and numbering, black helmets. And for Aquinas, those gold helmets with the all blue, the navy, with the gold lettering and numbering as well. So there we go. Ready for kickoff here. And we are underway from UWL in the de facto Coulee Conference Championship. Here's a return right side. It'll be brought up the right side by Colin Konzemius. He'll be pushed out of bounds just crossing the 35, and we're underway.
Yeah, pretty good return by Konzemius right there. Good job by West Salem to not break contain on special teams. Now, if I'm Aquinas, I want to try and have a good first drive, take some time off the clock. They'll probably run the ball a little bit to start. Just to kind of see what the West Salem linebackers are going to do at that second level and maybe see what they can run. As far as they like to run a lot of play action, so we'll see if they maybe wait for that. I don't expect them to do that in the first series.
They'll start at the 35 on the right hash. It'll be Flatmeyer in the shotgun. Going to send his running back Hargrove in motion from left to right. Flatmeyer will throw a screen back to the left side, cross field. He's open and on the move and tackled from behind. About a first down is completed. It'll be David Moline on the catch, 11 or 12 yards, and a first down on the first play.
Yeah, really good play design right there. I wondered if they were going to sneak that play in maybe later in the game, but they like to run that receiver out, kind of the arena style out of the backfield, and then run a screen to the left. That sucks all the linebackers over on pursuit on that side. Good play call by Tom Lee and his staff.
So it'll go for 13 officially. Flatmeyer will hand it off this time up the middle, and West Salem is to the task that time, just a gain of 1 for Hargrove.
Yeah, Luke Knoll right away making his impact. Barr was in there as well, but I saw Knoll right away, and there's a injured West Salem player on the field.
In that backfield along that right side. Can't see exactly
58
who that is right now.
Brady Leaner.
No, Aaron Mankey.
Yep. Sorry, buddy. I'm just flipping back and forth here. Yeah, Mankey.
I believe it is Mankey.
Yeah, that's going to be a big loss if he's out. Mankey's a disruptor up front, does a really good job.
He's their nose tackle right in the middle of the defense. See, it looks like they're going to get him up on his feet right now, and he will get some help off the field. So not able to walk off on his own. We'll see if he can return here. Very important player on this very good defense.
Yeah, that really helps. I mean, he's one of the catalysts up front. Really helps those linebackers read and react. Hopefully he can come back in this game. Hopefully it's something minor like maybe a cramp or something. But the way they were looking at the bottom half of his leg, it might be something else.
So 2nd and 9 here for Aquinas. Flatmeyer again in the shotgun with Hargrove on his left. 2 receivers out left. And they will hand it off to Hargrove again. He'll cut back up the middle, and he is hit hard by Brett McConkey. And then an extra little second effort will get Hargrove across the 45 into West Salem territory. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, nice power right there on the right side. They had everybody stacked over on that area, and good handoff, and they got good chunk of yardage, Hargrove did. Good seal block by the guard to get Luke Knoll kind of off balance.
3rd and 2 here at the 44. First possession of the game. They are going to hand it off again, and West Salem is in the backfield right away. Luke Knoll was in there first. Also in on the tackle was Evan Huth.
Yeah, Evan Huth came crashing like a speed missile right on the outside. He saw that counter coming immediately, made a great play on the football. So now does Aquinas go for it here, or do they punt? That's the question.
So it's a loss of 2 for Hargrove, makes it 4th and 4. Ball to 46. A long decision from head coach of the Blue Golds, Tom Lee. Jackson Flottmeyer is the punter as well.
That's the thing you got to watch.
West Salem playing this more as a defensive snap. And Flottmeyer will punt it away with the left foot. It's a deep kick inside the 5-yard line. It is caught and will be returned by the Panthers. It's Brennan Kennedy who will move it upfield. He'll break a tackle, now be swung down, flag on the play, right about the 12-yard line.
Flottmeyer's punt is returned by Brennan Kennedy.
We'll see what the flag is. There'll be a block in the back on the Panthers. So half the distance to the goal from about the 12. So it looks like West Salem will have a long way to go, starting about their own 6-yard line. See exactly where they step it off. They're going to mark it inside the 5, so about the 4.5-yard line. They'll start right there. They've got a long way to go, but they come up with a stop on the first possession.
Yeah, they do, and that was a good message sent by the West Salem defense. And Aquinas, though, I was a little impressed how they ran the football. They did a really good job in the trenches. But again, that West Salem defense, they like to make plays, and they are usually splash ones.
9:33 remaining here. Just getting started in this first quarter from UWL. It'll be McConkey in the shotgun with Knoll on his left. 2 receivers right and left. McConkey, quick throw out to the right. It's a screen play. Going to get outside. I believe it's Brennan Kennedy, and he will cross up past the 10-yard line, gain of 5.
Yeah, nice little dink and dunk to kind of get you in better position there. Being back in that end zone is always kind of alluring. It's never fun when you're back there. Gives them a little bit more of some space to operate, and a good 5-yard gain right off the bat.
2nd and 5 at the 10. West Salem will almost exclusively be in that shotgun formation with 2 receivers right and left. Sometimes they'll go with a trips option, but normally that's what they're in probably 80% of the time. They're in that formation. Sending Calico in motion left to right. They're going to fake to him, and McConkey will carry it up the middle, but Aquinas was all over it that time. Shane Willenbring, the first one in there, and it's a gain of nothing for McConkey.
Yeah, Willenbring did a good job just breaking off his block. Great hands. I'm sure you saw that, Aaron. Just kind of a quick block shed. McConkey had nowhere to go. That's a big stop right there for Aquinas and puts him in a 3rd and 5. You know, West Salem's been pretty good on 3rd down this season, though, so we'll have to see if they can pick this up initially.
Well, if Aquinas can get a stop here, West Salem's going to have to punt from right around the goal line.
Gives them really good field position. Watch the seam route.
McConkey will run a quarterback option. He's going to keep it for himself. He's going to give a little juke move. He's going to pick it up. He'll spin around, break a tackle, crosses the 20. First down, West Salem.
Great run by McConkey. And again, we talked about get that train rolling, man. That guy is tough to bring down. When he gets forward momentum, it takes quite a few guys to bring down Brett McConkey. Pretty good call right there by the Aquinas or the West Salem coaching staff. Excuse me.
So 1st and 10 at the 22 coming up. Big first down for the Panthers. Field position-wise especially. They'll run trips out to the right this time. Lone receiver left is Brennan Gelfie. Showing a blitz off the right side, Walter Burns. He's coming from McConkey's backside. He'll throw. Little pass into the flat again, Brennan Kennedy. will catch for a short gain, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, good defense by Aquinas and called the blitz coming on that backside. Good awareness by McConkey just to get rid of it, and obviously they probably seen that on film, would be my guess, so maybe that's why they had that formation out there and made the decision just to throw it out to the flat real quickly.
I'm sure we will talk about Brennan Kennedy throughout this broadcast, but he has really picked up his game over the past 3 or 4 weeks.
He might be one of the best players you don't hear about very often. And, you know, John actually asked me about that a couple weeks ago on the Festival Foods postgame show, and I'm very impressed with him as a player.
Back to that familiar formation for the Panthers. We have a whistle pre-snap and a flag. False start on the Panthers. Well, we saw a lot of penalties last week in our game of the week.
Yeah, you did.
At Luther, Banquet Luther, and man, they combined for a heck of a lot of penalties and a heck of a lot of penalty yards.
Last Friday was kind of like my dream scenario. I'm sitting at home, I got the game on, and on my other TV, I got WWE Friday Night SmackDown on. I mean, I didn't know what else to do. I mean, I could have had maybe trained my dog to get me a beverage here or there, but he's too small for that. But maybe that's the only thing that was missing, Aaron.
Second down now, 2nd and 12. After the penalty, Calco in motion from left to right. They're going to hand it off to him on a little jet sweep. And again, Aquinas all over it. Maybe a gain of 1, maybe a half yard for Chris Calico.
Yeah, Calico got snuffed out immediately. Yeah, Wilbring, again, just making a name for himself early in this game. And Wilbring's had a pretty good year overall, and he's a disruptor. And again, we have yet to call Damian Lee, 89. But I tell you, that kid is something else.
Who else we haven't called is Luke Knoll.
Yeah, true. We haven't seen any of him really in the backfield so far. A lot of spread and pistol. You'll see more Knoll probably in the red zone would be my guess. Or we see him right now. He's actually out there in this formation.
3rd and 11. Coming up on 7 minutes left in this first quarter. McConkey will drop back to throw this time. Looking across the middle. There's Gelfie. He makes the grab for the first down. Little in-route, slant-type route. And it's good for 13 yards.
Great throw by McConkey. And really just reading that cover 2 in the soft spot and delivering a strike to Gelfie and another first down for West Salem. And, you know, one of the things about these drives, and I'm surprised the clock's still going. They got first down, didn't they? We should be stopping the clock here. But they're still rolling for some reason. But, I mean, that throw was perfect. Good release right there. And, you know, West Salem just marching this down the field, Aaron, right now. Pretty well sustained.
1st and 10 from the 34. Already 30 yards on this drive. McConkey will run another option play with his running back, Luke Knoll. This time he'll pitch to Knoll, who will dive forward for a gain of 3. First carry for Luke Knoll tonight.
Yeah, and good job on the edges by Aquinas right there. Really didn't give West Salem a lot of room to do anything with the football. And Aquinas' defense, we talked about it, Aaron, really needs to play tough on the edges tonight and maybe get a turnover here or two. But as of right now, they have really, to me, set the edge pretty well. It's just the little things here and there with Salem seems to find little cracks and niches to get things rolling or continue to keep things rolling.
Halfway through the first quarter, 2nd down. It will be a handoff to Knoll this time straight up the middle. And again, just about 2 yards, but that's just because of the power of Knoll. Aquinas was all over it again.
Yeah, and I believe Caleb Tabor or Isaac Schumacher. See, I'm flipping these rosters here. That's how I usually do it. But Schumacher coming in off the edge to making a good play. And again, you see Willenbring in there too, Aaron. He's been on the football almost every single play so far.
So another 3rd down for West Salem. They've already converted 2 on the drive, 3rd and 5. And I think you can deem this possession a success either way for West Salem.
I would agree.
Out of their own end zone, basically. We'll get that field position flipped again. McConkey fakes a handoff, keeps himself, trying to work the middle of the field. And again, Aquinas ready for that one. Just a gain of 2 for McConkey. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, again, the edges. I mean, Aquinas doing a great job right there on the edges and making West Salem now have to kick. And so far, a defensive battle here, Aaron, at UWL.
Yeah, I think two of us on the headsets right now said it would be a defensive battle.
Yes.
Oh, we're smart.
I don't know. I've had a lot of downtime, so I can't say that I'm too smart. I've had a lot of time to prep.
4th and 3, low snap from McConkey, who will punt it away. It'll be fair caught at the 20-yard line by the Aquinas returner, Colin Kenzemius, and they'll mark it officially at the 19. Aquinas, that's where they'll take over. Really nice job by West Salem in the flip field position.
Absolutely. I mean, because you give Flatmeyer and that group a short field, that could be very dangerous, and now you have to make them work a little bit harder to get into the end zone and get something on the board. And I would give the edge, you look at it, to my defense, who's played great all season, to get another stop here. But, we'll have to see. Again, Aquinas, they are a big play machine, and they have to avoid that here tonight, West Salem does.
So Aquinas will come back. They'll have David Moline as that split end on the right, the 2 receivers left for Flatmeyer. Blitz off the right side for West Salem, and Hargrove will break one open up the middle. He'll cross the 35. Big gain of 17 for Calvin Hargrove.
Yeah, that was a great run, and an even better block by the tight end, chipping Calico off on that blitz to really set that open. And I tell you, Aquinas' offensive line has been very, very good. Aaron Lepek, and I believe that was one of the guys I saw really get it to the second level and making an impact there to really make that play happen for Hargrove.
Going in motion from right to lleft. Ball on the ground will hop right back into the hands of Hargrove, who will do a nice job to pick up 7 or 8 yards.
It was a design play. What are you talking about?
It's a lucky bounce off the turf. It'll be 6 for Hargrove.
A good first down run for Hargrove. Aquinas has looked pretty good running the football right now. I haven't seen Aaron Mackey come back. To my knowledge, I don't see him out there. I don't
see him as well.
And I think that's going to make a little bit of a difference here.
I believe he's still being worked on by the trainers out back. It's a little double handoff for Aquinas, and West Salem was all over it. Luke Knoll is in on the tackle, as well as it's like Trey Athnos.
Yeah, Athnos and Knoll, like you said, read that perfectly, and I'm sure they saw that probably on film and were prepared for it, and really good defensive play by the Panthers.
That was a Hargrove handoff to David Moline along the left side. Moline will lose 2 on his first carry. It'll be 3rd down and 6 here. Flatmeyer in the shotgun will drop back to throw. Deep drop, still rolling out right. Now he'll fire on the line. Wide open, Colin Kenzemius, right sideline. He's got the speed. He's got a blocker trying to cut back inside. Breaks a tackle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Colin Kenzemius.
Wow, what a play by Kenzemius. That was one of the best runs after the catch this season we've seen, Aaron. And a good job by Flatmeyer waiting for that drag route to kind of develop. Kenzemius catches the ball, and he looked it in. Receivers, look it in before you run. He looked it in and took off, and the athleticism of Kenzemius right there was amazing.
He had all the room in the world down the right side, and all until about the 10-yard line. Cut back in, broke a tackle, and then kind of spun and dove into the end zone while being hit. I mean, that was quite the play by Kenzemius, 60 yards. They will go for 2 here. Flatmeyer by himself in the shotgun. Send Hargrove in motion way out right left. It'll be a little pitch back the other way, and Kenzemius will get in. He'll just sneak inside the pylon. 2-point conversion good, and Aquinas is the first one on the board. They lead 8-0 with 2:49 remaining in the first quarter. West Salem looks to answer right after this on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Take the next step and open your checking account online today, or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative. Now that's something to cheer about.
Back here at UWL, Aquinas with an 8-0 lead on the 60-yard pass and catch and run by Colin Kenzemius. Kickoff will bounce and into the hands of Chris Calico, who will get behind his blockers. He'll cut up along the left side, cross the 30. He'll be down at the 31. That's where West Salem will start their possession, trailing by 8.
Yeah, and that was one of the best catches and runs we've seen this season, Aaron, without question. And Kenzemius right there probably broke 3 or 4 tackles in the red zone alone.
Well, if he doesn't have the speed he doesn't even get into the red zone,
right,
because he's just able to outrun guys on their angles. There's a couple of Panthers who probably had the angle on him.
Yeah, and he's a big guy. He's 6'3", $180. I mean, for a wide receiver, that's a pretty big guy to bring down. And for him to be able to run like that at that size is impressive.
The 100-yard or 100-meter, 200-meter dash champion last year.
That's it? Come on.
Yeah, right? Little pistol formation for the Panthers, and McConkey will hand off to Knoll, who gets slammed down to the ground right away. Big tackle that time inside by Calvin Hargrove.
Yeah, that's the first time we've heard that number called, and Hargrove, one of the better middle linebackers in the area, him and Luke Knoll both. Haven't heard much from Damian Lee yet either. Number 89, left end. Pretty good player in his own right. He's a game wrecker. This is a big drive for West Salem, Aaron.
Certainly is. We come up on 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. You got to answer, at least put a extended drive together here. Won't give it right back to the Aquinas offense. A fake end-around sweep to Calico. McConkey will keep it himself, breaks a ankle tackle, will cross the 35 up to the 36 before being tackled down by a trio of Blue Golds. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, McConkey, again, you want to get that train rolling like we talked about. Yeah, Lynn here doing a good job, coming up and making a good stick on McConkey. Tough to bring down, but showed some power right there to Lynn here.
Already the 4th carry of the game for McConkey.
Yeah, we kind of figured that would be the case.
Hasn't run that much throughout games, but he's definitely been a threat. Probably about 8 or 9 carries a game. They like to more sprinkle him in, but tonight looks like he's part of that overarching game plan. 3rd and 5. He'll drop back to pass this time. He'll roll out left, looking for some time. He'll fire and skip it way ahead of Calico, 5 or 6 yards short. And there's a penalty on the play. I believe there is. It's holding on West Salem. And most likely going to decline the Blue Golds. An emphatic decline looked like from Coach Lee.
I was a little surprised on.
Oh, maybe they're going to move him back now. It would be 4th and 5 from the 36, or about 3rd and 15.
Yeah, he's going to push him back, it looks like.
Interesting.
Here.
I think West Salem was okay punting there.
Yeah, I think maybe they're banking for maybe a turnover of some sort, or they like the fact that if they back them up and they got a punt here, they're going to have good field position if they back them up in this situation. So I'm interested they didn't decline it, but if they stop them again here on 3rd down, could be a good decision, as far as how the field tips.
3rd and 15. Longer than that. 3rd and 17. Yeah. I think I'm counting right.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Thanks for the reassurance.
No problem, man.
Long 3rd down for the Panthers. McConkey drops back to throw. He'll fire. Intercepted. There's your turnover. David Moline tips it to himself inside the 10. Tackled down at the 5. And the Blue Golds, it pays off to send them back.
Well, that's the situation you run into. And that, again, now you got to tip your hat to Tom Lee and that decision, because you push him back. You have a sure fourth down, you got a sure punt. You push them back and hope for really good field position or maybe that possibility of a turnover. You get a big interception, almost a pick six for Aquinas, and now it's 1st and goal for the Blue Golds at West Salem's 4-yard line. And, wow, that could be a huge turnover as this game progresses.
So 1st and goal at the 4. Aquinas going to run a jumbo set. It's Hargrove in the Wildcat. He's going to look around left, and he has upended Luke Knoll. First one in there. Loss of 1 for Hargrove.
Great tackle by Knoll there. And he just read that immediately, and that's what he does. And kind of submarined him a little bit. You like to see that from time to time if you got to do it. But Hargrove's a pretty strong guy to bring down.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from about the 5, a short 5 here. It's Flottmeyer back in at quarterback. He's got a receiver left and right.
Watch the flagger out here to the post.
Flottmeyer bobbles the ball. It's loose, and he'll just dive on it. And another loss of yardage for the Blue Golds all the way back to the 11.
And they'll let the quarter run out here.
0-0 is on the scoreboard. Aquinas leads 8-0 after 1 quarter of play. They have 3rd and goal coming up right after this in the game of the week on ESPN La Crosse, 105.5.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
Back here at UWL, it's 3rd and goal. A little pass back to Flottmeyer. He's going to try to get in, but it is stopped by Chris Calico from his safety position. Comes up and makes a tackle at about the 5-yard line, and it'll be 4th and goal for the Blue Golds.
Yeah, good stop by West Salem, and Flottmeyer is no slouch. He's 6'5", 220, and big kid. He's got 6 touchdowns on the season. I found something funny. We were, the guy that won $50 in the raffle.
Yeah.
He says, "Come up to the press box and get your $50." Well, he needs a key to get up here on the elevator.
Unless that
How's he
key's
gonna
in
get
there,
it?
unless they leave it in there during the game.
I
I
feel
don't
bad
know.
for the guy.
Well,
He
he can climb the stairs, I think. I think they leave this door open. I have no idea. Is it worth it?
No, not climbing up here.
Flottmeyer will throw on 4th and goal. A little play into the flat. It's stopped. West Salem comes up big. Stopped at the 2-yard line, and they'll turn it over on downs. Huge stop for the Panthers after Aquinas took over at the 4-yard line.
That's big right there. I mean, for West Salem's defense to rise up after that turnover and force a turnover on downs, that is a big play right there, and they needed that.
So trying to get tricky with it on 3rd down did not work. And West Salem will take over from a familiar spot inside their own 5. Second time they've started inside their own 5 on their 3rd possession now. Just getting started here in the 2nd quarter, 11:47 remaining. We'll have a timeout. Timeout is called on the field as West Salem's trying to figure things out basically in their own end zone. We'll take a break. Quick 30 seconds. We'll be back here from UWL.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Take the next step and open your checking account online today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
For adults and $5 for students. The event takes place this Sunday at 2 p.m. in the Aquinas High School Theater.
Free insurance reviews, free quotes, and bottom line, they make insurance easy for you. And most importantly, all of your insurance needs in one place. Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance on Alaska. Out of the timeout, West Salem needs to run a man onto the field quickly. Trips right with McConkey standing in his own end zone. Snap, and it'll be McConkey himself moving along the left side, and he will be pushed forward for a gain of 2. He's trying to direct his running back, Trevor Arntz, that time. He had to run on very late, and I don't know if Arntz knew the play. McConkey was just trying to tell him to go block someone.
Yeah, he didn't really get a good block on the edge there. McConkey got a couple extra yards by, making his defender pay a little bit for tackling him. That's what he does. But, McConkey usually gets positive yardage when he runs the football, no question. I just wonder if that guy got his $50. I mean, how's he going to get up here? You need a key to get up to this level in that elevator.
The only thing I can think of is that they left those doors open on the side.
Yeah.
If they did.
It's a long climb.
Yeah. Get a little exercise as you're at it. Arntz will take the carry this time. Gain of 4 for Arntz, and it'll be 3rd and 3.
Trevor Aaron, the ball carrier.
I mean, I'm scared for that guy. They should give him $60 if he's got to come up and get that money.
You got to take an extra 20 steps, depending on where you're sitting, maybe 30 or 40.
Big guy like me,
it's basically a step per dollar.
Yeah, big guy like me, I'd be worried about, multiple things, including if I'm hungry afterwards. I'd use that $50 immediately.
3rd and 3. McConkey will keep it himself along that left side. Noel blocking for him this time, trying to push forward. Did he get there? He's down just shy, I believe.
I think it's 4th down. I think he's going to be a little short.
Man, does West Salem go
they're
for
going to give it to him.
Good mark that time for the Panthers, and just enough for McConkey. Gain of 3 will give him the first down.
Wow, I'm surprised. They looked a little short from our vantage point here, Aaron, but again, you don't know where that ball goes before the knee goes down.
It was definitely close.
You come off a big defensive stop. You want to get some points on the board. Keep that momentum rolling because right now, you got Aquinas kind of thinking about that a little bit. It's in their head. If I'm West Salem, you got to capitalize on this.
So 1st and 10 here at the 13. McConkey will fake the screen left. He's looking down the middle of the field. Calico's got a beat on a man. It's caught by Calico at midfield. He's got a wide open field. One man to beat. Chris Calico, 87 yards. Touchdown, West Salem.
What a play design by West Salem. They had a screen going to the left. They had 2 guys running seam posts down the middle. Aquinas' safety stayed within that cover 3. They didn't back up. And a great ball by McConkey. And West Salem answers on a big defensive stop and a big offensive play. You got to think now the Panthers are juiced up for this one, Aaron.
87 yards. They started at their own 3. Barely picked up the first down on 3rd and 3. Next play, they score. On for the extra point, Jacob Helgeson. His kick is good. So Aquinas still leads after the extra point, 8-7, with 9:36 remaining here in the second quarter. Buckle up, everyone. We've got a good one going on here in our Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, We want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta.
Kickoff is just squibbed forward just inside the 30, landed on that time by the returner Cole Keppel, and Aquinas will take over at their own 28-yard line. How about that for a couple of big plays today for some touchdowns?
Yep.
60 yards for Conzemius, 87 for Calico.
Yeah, we talked about the big plays and more for Aquinas, and both these teams are capable. Obviously, you look at the points per game, and McConkey's really showed that he has a really good arm this season to top off his running ability. But I mean, that throw was great, and that there must have been some kind of miscommunication with the safeties on the back end. It looked like they were really confused. One of them lost his footing a little bit, but the other one kind of lost ground.
Flottmeyer will hand it off up the middle. Hargrove, and really nice push that time by the Panthers. 3 or 4 of them in the backfield. Loss of 1 for Hargrove.
Yeah, and a really good job replying now. West Salem, you have to think, really juiced up after a defensive stand and scoring on a huge pass play. You got to think the Panthers right now, just the adrenaline right now is through the roof.
I'm just taking a look. The West Salem coaches to our left, they had that play going on over and over, looking at it. And the DB kind of got turned around that time. We were talking about you saying he fell over.
Watch out the seam route.
Flottmeyer will roll out. David Moline, he's open, and he's wide open down the sideline. Could be another big touchdown. There he goes. Aquinas answers. 72-yard touchdown for the Blue Golds.
And that was a great play design, a seam post. There was nobody around Moline. He was wide open. Great read by Flottmeyer, and another big play here in this game. Wow, what a throw by Jackson, and what a play by Aquinas.
David Moline was all by himself on the right side, got a huge block downfield, and he scores. It's 14-7 Aquinas leads, and they'll go for 2 again. So much for the defenses. Flottmeyer drops back. He'll throw off his back foot, back to the end zone, and just over the head of Keppel and out of the end zone, incomplete. It stays at a 7-point game, 14-7. These teams are throwing it all over the field here tonight. 8:51 remaining. We'll be right back.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy, now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medication specifically for you, your pets, and your family. Call 608-788-4500. Well, we thought that defenses would reign supreme here tonight, but we've got touchdowns of 60, 87, and 72 here tonight, Scotty.
Yeah, and that was a great job by Aquinas' coaching staff. Maybe they saw something in West Salem's defensive alignment where they could get that seam route, and what a great throw by Flottmeyer. I mean, that was a great throw. Man, that was just huge plays left and right. This is kind of what we kind of hope for when you have a game like this.
Absolutely. Kickoff is squibbed over the left side. It's bounced around off the feet of Kennedy. He'll pick it up now inside the 20. He'll try running back right. He'll cut inside, and he'll be just shy of the 25 up to about the 24-yard line.
Now, West Salem, can they respond now? That's the thing. You know, you come back and you have the big defensive stop, the huge 80-yard touchdown. Then Aquinas comes back and they answer with their own big play. It's just you don't want to waver on your confidence, and if you score, you pretty much got a good enough kicker that you tie this ball game up here. So, I mean, if you're West Salem, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't overextend yourself to where you're going to make a mistake.
I think we're going to run out of breath here soon if we got to keep calling these 60-yard plus touchdown plays here. McConkey in the shotgun, trips right. He'll hand it off to Knoll this time. He's got some room up the middle. He'll try to reverse spinning, and he'll be tackled down about the 27 or 28-yard line.
Yeah, good pursuit. Hargrove, again, making a nice play on the football and a good read. Trying to go power right. Aquinas quietly against the run here tonight has been very good, Aaron. I'm very impressed with what I've seen so far with their front seven, front six. They're running a 3-3-3 and then breaking out into a 4-3 from time to time.
McConkey again will hand it off up the middle. Knoll will spin again, and he'll create some space for himself this time. He'll cross the 35 and pick up the first down at the 36.
Good run by Knoll. And that time, pretty good hole for him to run through. Took advantage of it. And that power, we talked about it in the legs, and nice little spin move to break off a couple extra yards.
Well, just the second longest run of the night. They had the one by McConkey for 12. Before that, it was a bunch of carries for 5 yards or less.
Yeah, both teams pretty stingy so far when it comes to the running game. It's been the passing game that's been the story for both these teams so far.
McConkey again will hand off. Knoll along the right side, right over the right tackle, and he will lower his shoulder forward, and he'll pick up 8.
Two big bulls right there, Luke Knoll and Hargrove, and I think Knoll got the minor victory on that one, putting the shoulder down. He kind of set Calvin a little bit back off of his feet, got a couple extra yards.
Well, West Salem has gone to a little bit of a heavier package here. Usually they run those 4 wide receivers, but this time just 3. They've got that extra man on the line.
Yeah, bringing in just somebody to play tight end, probably to watch Damian Lee, because he likes to blitz. Now they have it power right, like you said, Aaron, doing the same thing here.
That 6 offensive linemen look. They'll hand off again up the middle. Knoll will bounce it outside, and he will lower his shoulder again, pushing Colin Kanzemius off of him. He crosses midfield up to about the 46.
I don't know what he said to Kanzemius, but I'm sure it probably wasn't anything pleasant, would be my guess, because he said something when he cracked him and pushed him back a little bit. But, man, good read by Knoll, and that was kind of almost like a zone blocking scheme that you see in the NFL, Aaron, how they set that up with the 6 offensive linemen. Kind of let Knoll pick his poison. You want to go inside, you want to go outside. Good decision by Knoll to bounce it out.
So 1st and 10 into Aquinas territory goes the Panthers.
Packers could have learned something from that last Sunday, the way they played.
McConkey will run that speed option. He'll pitch it out to Knoll through his hands. Ball is loose, and Knoll will Superman dive to catch that one off the turf.
That could have been a big turnover, and there was 3 Aquinas Blue Golds in the vicinity of the football. That's a dangerous play by McConkey, and you don't see him do that very often.
Well, sadly for Luke Knoll on the old stat sheet, it goes as a loss of 10 for Knoll. 2nd and 20. Not that he's worried about that, but you know.
I don't know. According to Madden, the running backs always know where they're at on the stat sheet. I don't know if you've ever heard that commentary on that game, but the running back always knows how many yards he has when you ask him. It's like, heck, I don't even know how many yards you have half the time.
Trips right here for the Panthers with that 6 lineman look.
Look out.
He will drop back. He'll fire across the middle. It's caught. Andy Johnson. He'll cross the 40 and just shy of the first down marker, maybe right at it. Big gain for Andy Johnson. His first catch of the night. They'll mark him a yard short. A 19-yard gain.
Yeah, good play design by West Salem, and Johnson had the whole middle of the field to work with. Good read by McConkey. Good ball delivered, and a good job by West Salem's offensive line as Isaac Schumacher was coming in on McConkey, and a nice block, kick-out block by the right tackle really helped that.
So they're 3rd down here. This one a little shorter, though. 3rd and 1. Ball at the 37.
Watch Lee on the edge here.
McConkey, it'll be a power for him left side, and he will just push forward, and he'll pick up the first down. In the backfield right away that time for Aquinas. Looked like it was Brady Leonard, and was just unable to bring McConkey down right away. That power from Brett.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to bring Damian Lee on kind of a corner blitz from the star position, as they like to call it, but He stayed at home. And with Salem, I don't know if you saw that, Aaron, but they ran the opposite way where Damian Lee was. So I'm sure that was probably something that they saw.
Under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Aquinas leads 14-7. 3 touchdowns of 60-plus here in this game so far. Calico in motion left to right. He'll get the handoff on the jet sweep.
Nice blocking.
He's got some room, and he will pick up a first down up to about the 24-yard line.
Great job by the West Salem offensive line. Seal the edges, get to the second level, and, man, I tell you, what a run by Calico. Great hole for him to run through, and he made the most of it with that athleticism that he possesses.
Another first down, the 8th of the first half for the Panthers. Doubling up Aquinas.
Didn't even have to press a button to change it down, Jeff. How about that? Save me some time. Yeah.
Jeff just gives that's awesome. Good for you, Scotty.
That is Jeff. Hey, Jeff's my guy, man.
Trips right again for the Panthers. 6-line look again. Calico right to left on motion. They'll hand it up to Knoll up the middle. He'll spin back around right side, and he will just bulldoze his way inside the red zone now, down to about the 18. That's a gain of 5.
Yeah, now you can see a little bit of confidence coming out of the Panther running attack as Knoll that time pushed what looked like 2 defenders and a third had to help bring him down. Again, Luke Knoll, 13th in the state in rushing touchdowns at 17 on the season. And this is kind of his area of the field where they like to use him as kind of a decoy and or the main, point of attack here.
McConkey will hand off up the middle to Knoll, and he will just lower his head this time. He will keep on going. He is bringing defenders with him, and he will pick up the first down. Gain of 5.
Yeah, great run by Knoll, and puts his head down. We talk about it, the leg strength. You can't say enough about how tough the kid is. And there was like 4 Aquinas defenders around him, and he still got the first down.
Come up on 3 minutes remaining here in the half. And West Salem, of course, in no hurry. Not wanting to leave the Blue Gold with too much time on the clock.
I think that's a good idea, the way it's been going so far.
Most methodical drive of the night so far. 2 receivers left, 1 right. It's going to be a speed power option for McConkey, right side, and he will be stood up at about the 12. Gain of maybe half a yard.
Yeah, Moline doing a good job kind of staying at home and making a good play on McConkey. Well, Salem didn't get the push on that play that they got on the 2 before that.
Well, the one thing for the Panthers there is McConkey went out of bounds, so clock stops, 2:50 remaining. Going to send Calico in motion right to left. Fake a handoff to him. McConkey's going to push forward, and he'll get up to about the 6, a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, West Salem likes to run that little fake off the pistol, and, McConkey's such a big guy. Why not let him run it in this area of the field?
And
timeout here.
Timeout. Aquinas trying to save some time here. 2:25 remaining here in the second half, or the second quarter. We'll be right back here in our Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Back here at UWL, our game of the week is the de facto Coulee Conference Championship. Both teams undefeated here, Aquinas and West Salem. Winner will win the Coulee. Aquinas has a 22-game winning streak. If you look back to last year, West Salem on a 7-game. Their loss coming in week 1 to Onalaska by 1 point. Otherwise, they've dominated this year. 3rd and 3 or 4 here for the Panthers. McConkey trying to get the defense to jump. They won't.
He's looking for blitzers, too.
Now Justin Yane will call the timeout. So the Panthers want to talk it over again. Another quick 30-second break for us here. We'll be right back.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region.
With DriveUltra.org, you're in the driver's seat. Ultra Federal Credit Union giving you the information you need to make smart choices and get into the car you love. Ultra Federal Credit Union, it's where you belong. Now we'll have 3rd down and 3 or 4 here for the Panthers. McConkey in the shotgun, Knoll to his left. They're going to hand it off to Knoll. Up the middle, he'll push up past the 5 and right at the sticks. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like they're marking 4th down here. It'll be 4th and inches.
Wow. That was definitely close. And a good job by that interior, the Aquinas defensive line, to make a stop on Knoll.
And you'd think you'd go right back to him. And while Aquinas will be ready for it, I mean, how often do you get Knoll down in the backfield?
Not very often. However, the way that they've been able to penetrate tonight, I would be very leery of this right now if I'm a West Salem fan.
Trips out left, they're going to go for it. McConkey with Knoll tight onto his left hip. McConkey will speed power left, and
timeout.
Coach Yang called a timeout right before the snap. Looked like it was going to work, but Coach Yang wants to talk it over, so we'll do a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
A proud sponsor of high school football for nearly 4 decades and running, Hilltopper Refuse, at your disposal since 1983. 4th down and inches for the Panthers at the 3-yard line. McConkey in the shotgun. It's going to be a power left, and he will be marked down. It's going to be short. Aquinas gets the stop. And they match West Salem's goal line stop from earlier in the game. The Blue Golds take over with a 14-7 lead and 92 seconds to score.
Big play. I just really question why you wouldn't put McConkey under center and just have him push forward for that. You know what I mean? The old Tom Brady special, as I like to call it. Get your big guy underneath. McConkey's a big guy. He just needs to lean forward a little bit. I wouldn't have put him back in that option position with that short of yardage, especially down near the goal line.
Yeah.
And to me, it's high percentage with a guy like McConkey.
Just weren't able to do it. They had Knoll as that lead blocker.
Now, if you're West Salem, you got to make a stop here, or you don't let them go down the field and score. Don't give up the big play in this situation.
They've got Konzemius way back.
Are they just going to go to the half with this lead?
I think they want to try to kneel, but I think we have a delay of game. Flag came in. Well, that might be tough to kneel then.
Penalty on the play. Illegal formation.
Do they have too many players out there?
Maybe they do.
I mean, that was the only thing that I saw that.
So, and now they have the ball at the 2-yard line.
They were going to break that off.
Now you can't kneel. So they're going to have to run a play here. Flatmeyer in the shotgun in the end zone. He will keep it himself along the right side, and he will pick up plenty of room. He'll land down inbounds, so the clock will run. West Salem doesn't have a timeout. So we're just going to have the clock run out here eventually.
So my question is, were they going to fake the spike or fake the kneel and break out? That's kind of what I'm looking at here. Maybe there was some confusion from the Aquinas players on what they were going to do or how are they going to break that off. I love how they're doubling Konzemius here on the outside in the prevent.
Basically tripling him. They're going to run left side now with Flotmeyer, and he will be swung down. Ball's loose. They're going to say he was down. Oh, that was trouble for Aquinas that time.
Yeah, he was swinging that ball around with that left arm, and it did look like he hit the ground and the ball came out, but it was close.
So it'll be third down, and I think maybe Aquinas will learn their lesson this
time.
I would
just kneel now, yes.
So third and 1 or 2. Now we have a convergence of the officials. And now Flotmeyer will take a knee, and that will be the end of the half. For a 14-7 score, pretty high action fueled first half. Some goal line stops and 3 touchdowns of 60-plus yards here in the first half. But it's Aquinas with the lead at the break, 14-7. We'll take a break. Our Game of the Week coverage here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Now's the time to make your dream home a reality with a home loan from Ultra. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, we're here to help make it happen. With great rates and local servicing, a secure 24/7 online application, and an expert team. So take the next step and apply now. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holman, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency. Call Gary at G&T Heating and Air Conditioning of West Salem at 786-1140. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning located on Highway 16 on Commerce Street in West Salem. 14-7 is our score at the halftime break. Aquinas is in front. We've had touchdowns of 60 yards, 72 yards, and 87 yards here tonight. Scotty, we thought the defenses would reign supreme, and while they have, it has maybe only been for a portion of that first half, while the offenses took over for that second quarter pretty much.
Yeah, they did, and I think they saw some things in defensive alignments that they exploited. I mean, you look at that big play that Aquinas had with that seam route, that little seam post that they ran the big touchdown to. I mean, that was a great call. I mean, you had both of the safeties kind of split off a little bit, corners on an island with the other guy, and then you got who was it? Was it Malin that got the touchdown on that one?
Yep.
I mean, he was just running right down the field wide open. Nobody was around him, and just had a clear-cut shot to the end zone and a great throw by Jackson Flottmeyer. And, of course, the mistake for Aquinas was just maybe a little bit of a stumble and maybe a misread by the secondary, and McConkey throws a great ball down the field for their touchdown. I mean, a lot of big plays in the first half, but, you know, the other big thing is how the defenses have played down in the red zone. I think that they've really toughened up in those areas and giving each other a hard time to make those areas tough to work in, as both teams have defensive stops on their side of the field. So really good football in this first half, and if I'm with Salem right now, you know, you look at the one turnover that they had that led to an Aquinas touchdown. That's really the difference right now, Aaron.
Yeah, one turnover, the interception that we maybe questioned the idea of pushing back the Panthers and giving them an extra chance at third down, but it did end up working. Otherwise, Aquinas did fumble twice. They recovered both of those fumbles in the first half. We will take another quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the stats from the first half. Aquinas leads 14-7 on the Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Does your house need a new roof or siding? Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from Contractor Supply of West Salem. The highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at your partner in building excellence on County Highway B in West Salem. 14-7, Aquinas leads at the halftime break over the West Salem Panthers in what is essentially the Coulee Conference Championship game. This works itself out that way here in week number 9 of the regular season. Let's take a look at the stats from the first half. First, we'll start with the game summary. It was Aquinas who punted on their first possession. West Salem was able to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. They punted as well, so no score after one possession each. That quickly changed as Colin Kenzemius took a pass from Jackson Flotmeyer, ran it in, 60-yard touchdown from Flotmeyer to Kenzemius. Aquinas got the 2-point conversion, led 8-0. Shortly after, West Salem threw an interception. Aquinas got the ball starting at the 4-yard line, but a goal line stop for the Panthers, and they got the ball right back, and it resulted in an 87-yard touchdown pass from Brett McConkey to Chris Calico right down the middle of the field. After the extra point, it was 8-7, Aquinas led. Shortly after, just a couple of plays later, it was a 72-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Flotmeyer to David Moline, and it was 14-7 Aquinas after the 2-point conversion was no good. West Salem drove. They went 71 yards, but were stopped short on 4th and inches at the 4-yard line. They tried to go with McConkey and a little power to the left side. It was no good. Aquinas then ran out the rest of the clock, and that's where we sit 14-7. Jackson Flotmeyer, 147 yards passing in the first half. 2 touchdowns for him. Calvin Hargrove had a 6-yard pass to Jackson Flotmeyer. It was 36 yards on the ground for Aquinas, and they have 189 total yards. They had 2 fumbles, but they recovered both of them. They had 1 penalty for 2 yards. They punted once and picked up 4 first downs. That tells you all you need to know. They have 14 points, 4 first downs, some quick scores for them. On the other side, West Salem, Brett McConkey, 126 yards passing with the 1 touchdown to Chris Calico. And on the ground, they had 90 yards, good for 216. So they have 27 more yards than Aquinas at the break. Pretty even there. It was 9 first downs for West Salem, more methodical drives for them. 1 punt. They had 2 penalties for 15 yards, and the turnover was the interception by David Moline from the right arm of Brett McConkey. That's where we sit at the half, 14-7. We'll take another break. We've got some scores from around the area for you right after this on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Are you looking for ways to manage your money wherever life takes you? Ultra's online and mobile banking is where it's at. We make managing your accounts on any device easy and secure. So go ahead, transfer funds, send money, deposit checks, or pay bills, all on your schedule. Take the next step and download the Ultra mobile app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
Rish Heating and Air Conditioning. Will your furnace make it through another heating season? Now's the time to upgrade to an Armstrong air system from Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676. All right, Scotty, I believe you have some scores from around the area. If people want to catch scores from around the area after our game, they can listen into the Festival Foods post-game show immediately following our coverage. What do you got?
Well, let's start with what we got going on in the MVC. From what I saw last, now Onalaska in the second quarter up 42-6 on Tomah, and I'm actually surprised Tomah even scored in that game. I'm sorry to say that, but that's how I felt going into it. I'm looking at some other ones. Luther and Cashton up 13-0 over Luther at the half. A shocker in 8-man. Belmont is over DeSoto 20-6 right now.
Wow.
That's in DeSoto, and that's at the half. Bangor up 21-6 over New Lisbon. Holman over Reedsburg 17-6. The Vikings have been hot, and they continue to play really, really well. GET 36-0 over Arcadia, and that is what I have. Actually, what did I see? Central was up 14-13 in the second quarter last I saw, and I believe that was almost at half from the last update that I seen.
Well, we've got some very important games around the area. As you mentioned, most of those have some huge implications on them. Alluded to them in the pregame, but right now, Cashton and Luther doing battle. If Luther wins, those two teams will share the Scenic Bluffs conference title, and if Bangor wins, they'll also jump into that three-way tie. However, if Cashton hangs on, they will be the solo winner there. In the Coulee Conference, obviously we have these two teams matching up. Winner will win the Coulee Conference. Westby is hosting Altoona. Both those teams are 3-3. So whoever wins that game will make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. The other team is left waiting to see if they'll sneak in. Arcadia trailing by a bunch against GET, so they are likely not to be in contention for a playoff spot either. In the MVC, Onalaska 6-0. Maybe they can go undefeated. Looks like they will go undefeated in the regular season. In that Central and Logan game that you just mentioned, both teams are 2-4. So a win will get a team most likely in based on tiebreakers.
Right.
With 3 wins, should get one of those teams in. The loser will go home. So to add on to the battle of the arc, a playoff spot's pretty important there too.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you look at a team like Onalaska, it's all seeding for them.
Yeah.
So they come out and they blow Tomah out, and who's going to argue that they're not the one seed? They should be.
Yes.
The way they've been ranked this season. I mean, what are they ranked? I believe second in their division. Yep. With WIS Prep in the large poll, in the state poll from the AP Prep, they're now up to number 4. So you would think that they're going to be a 1 seed for sure. for West Salem and Aquinas, kind of the same thing. Winner take all. They take the conference title. But does West Salem drop to a 2 seed if they lose instead of a 1 seed? Aquinas, they're going to be a 1 seed, I think, no matter what. Even if they lose this game tonight, they're a 1 seed. I don't think there's any question. In Division 5, they're probably one of the best. St. Mary Springs probably has an argument, but I would say Aquinas and that school probably definitely the top 2 in Division 5. And then you look at Bangor, Cashton, Luther. That's all about seeding, too.
Exactly.
I mean, Cashton wants that 1 seed. Bangor goes to Division 6. If they win tonight, even though they don't win the conference, are they still a 1 seed?
Yeah.
I mean, that's there's a lot of question marks as far as playoffs go after tonight.
Just quickly, also in the Dairyland, Blair Taylor has a shot to win a share of the title as well. That would be a 3-way tie. They're kind of in that position of Bangor. Right now, Cochrane Fountain City and Pepin Alma are battling, and Pepin Alma undefeated in the conference. Blair Taylor needs Cochrane Fountain City to win, and it would be a 3-way tie atop there, while Melrose Minduro needs a win just to be in contention for a playoff spot with 3 wins. So those are some area teams with some huge games in Week 9 around the area. We'll take one more break. We'll have the second half kickoff for you coming up right after this on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holman, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back here at UWL as we have an outstanding game so far. 14-7 Aquinas leads here as we're just getting ready for the second half. Jackson Flottmeyer will kick it off from right to left with his big left leg and send it flying, and will be dropped initially by Calico at the 7. He'll pick it right back up, try to find some space, but not much. He'll be tackled down at about the 16-yard line. West Salem will start the second half there.
Yeah, and if you're West Salem, you want to come out and kind of get things rolling right away here. You kind of, Aquinas took the momentum going into the half and really ran with it. And, honestly, the Panthers just, they've made some pretty good plays. I think their defense has been pretty good. A couple big plays given up overall. But Aquinas right now, you want to answer and get something back on the board and make this maybe a tie ball game here.
So 3 big touchdowns in that first half. 60 yards for Colin Konzemius, 72 yards for David Moline for Aquinas, and 87 yards for Chris Calico in West Salem. All through the air. McConkey, in that familiar formation for the Panthers, will hand it off up the middle. Luke Knoll will power his way forward for about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, pretty good start right there. Good collapse by the second level of the Aquinas defense on Knoll. There's a name we haven't heard yet, Damian Lee. He's been pretty quiet tonight. I really feel like, I've watched him a lot of the games that he's played this year, and he's more impactful. They're kind of using him more in coverage today, and maybe it's something they saw that they wanted to utilize the athleticism. Usually he's kind of a screamer off the edge, so maybe they change it up in this half and they bring him a little bit more.
Trips right from
Yep, here he
McConkey
comes.
this time.
There he
pump
is,
fake.
too.
It's knocked away from behind. Ball loose, and the Panthers will jump back on top of it.
Yeah, Schumacher coming in and knocking it away, but Damian Lee was coming on the edge and really set that up for Schumacher to come in.
So it's a loss of 4.
Wow. It's a big play right there for the Aquinas defense, putting West Salem in a long situation here for them.
Yeah, the defensive coverage was good. That had McConkey forced to pump fake and gave the rushers an extra second to get there. 3rd and 10. McConkey will throw a little screen, a bubble screen for Brennan Kennedy. He's got some blockers and some room, and he will pick up the first down, gets up to the 30-yard line, gain of 13.
Great play call and good job by the West Salem offensive line to really bait that and then do a jailbreak for Kennedy. He had a lot of room to run, and Aquinas did a really good job of tackling Kennedy in that situation because he had a lot of field to run with for a little while there, and they broke that down fast.
We have a stoppage of the clock by the umpire, and had his hand on the shoulder, I believe, of Chris Calico, maybe talking to him, maybe going to say something, maybe a helmet issue.
Yeah, maybe they were checking on him. He was kind of leaning down a little bit in the huddle. I don't know if they were just concerned for the player well-being.
Either way, he'll stay in. It's 1st and 10 here.
At least they know where to put the football, unlike some other weeks that we've watched.
Yeah,
Sorry, refs. I like you guys.
A couple of doozies. 1st and 10. McConkey will keep it himself, and he will pick up the first down. Gain of 11 for McConkey. Had to squirm through a couple of tackles, but able to do so.
Yeah, good job by the right side of the West Salem offensive line to open that up for McConkey, and they're getting a good push up front right now, the Panthers are, and McConkey taking advantage of that hole and getting a good gain.
So 1st and 10 here at the 41. West Salem able to pick up a couple of first downs to start this second half. 9.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Trips out left for the Panthers. It'll be a handoff to Noel along that left side. Trying to find some room. Really not much. Still able to gain 3 yards, though. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, he really didn't have much to do with that play because Aquinas did a good job of kind of filtering to that left side where he was going. So Noel making a good decision and just getting some yards off of that simple trap play right there. Aquinas' defense has played really well today. I got to give him a lot of credit. I didn't know if they were able to really push the Panthers around, but that front 6, front 7, they kind of rotate them in and out. They've been doing really well. And, man, they're just using Damian Lee kind of like a flat spot or a guy looking for a screen or something. I just haven't seen a lot from him. It's almost like they're waiting to unleash him.
Calico in motion left to right. He'll get the handoff again on the jet sweep. He'll cut it upfield, and he will just slide by midfield up a half-yard past. It'll be a half-yard short. It'll be 3rd and inches here.
You know, the West Salem wide receivers do a really good job blocking down the field. I think we've said that multiple times this year in the coverage that we've had of the Panthers. And, again, even on that play to Calico on the jet sweep, they're 5-6 yards down the field blocking defensive backs and opening up holes for these guys to run. Really impressive if you look at it.
So 3rd and 1, we'll call it here. McConkey will hand off to Noel. He's got some room along the right side. Gives a stiff arm, and he will lean forward up to about the 44-yard line. Gain of 6 for Luke Noel on a first down.
Yeah, good run by Noel and bouncing off the tight end on that strong power. Good decision. You know, Noel does a really good job of reading the offensive line and using his eyes to kind of go where he's going to go. And that's you can't teach that, you know, for some of these running backs. A lot of running backs just, oh, there's a hole there, I'm going to go through it. Well, Luke Noel kind of waits, and he's really patient, does a good job bouncing that out.
1st and 10 at the 44 now. Good start to this second half for West Salem. McConkey will keep it himself this time on the play-action fake. He'll roll right, fire across the middle. Ball's deflected up in the air dangerously, but incomplete. There were 5 blue golds in the area. Late flag comes in.
roughing the passer.
Yeah, right where McConkey threw it is.
Yep. And that's something you can't do. McConkey had released the ball, and I didn't get the number of who hit him because I was trying to watch the play downfield because McConkey had Calico wide open. He didn't even see him on the post route. There was nobody by him. But still, that's a huge mistake by Aquinas.
I feel like it might have been Willenbring who was the one that was called for it. I'm not 100% positive, but I believe it was him.
I saw McConkey down on the ground after the throw, and I knew it was probably coming.
Quick screen out to the left side. Calico makes a grab. He'll make a move and will be upended at about the 26-yard line. Gain of 3 for Chris Calico.
Yeah, quick, easy 3 for West Salem. Again, though, Aquinas' defensive backs, they're not playing too soft, and they come in and they make a good play on Calico, and they've really shown tonight that they're not afraid to mix it up. These secondary players for Aquinas are tough.
2nd and 6 coming up. Trips right for the Panthers this time.
Now watch for that safety shaded over to the left. It wouldn't shock me if they ran another drag route here.
They're going to hand it off, though. Luke Knoll with a nice jump cut, and he will pick up the first down. Good touchdown-saving tackle by David Moline.
If Moline doesn't get Knoll, he's in the end zone. That safety, like I said, they shaded him over to the right side, and they ran right up the middle. I tell you, if Moline doesn't make that tackle, Luke Knoll's in for his 18th touchdown of the season. That was a great play by Moline.
Ball at the 16, so in the red zone for the Panthers here on the opening drive of the second half. It's chewed up 6 minutes of clock so far.
Great drive. Got to come away with points, though.
In motion again, Calico left to right. They'll give it to Knoll instead. Trips initially, able to stay on his feet and push forward for 3 yards. Man, he is so good at getting positive yardage on each and every carry, no matter the circumstance.
Yeah, because it looked like he kind of got caught behind his own left tackle there, and then he bounces it out. It gets a couple extra yards, to your point, Aaron. And, I mean, he's his vision. He's just got great vision. He knows where to go with the football.
2nd and 7. Again, West Salem really in no hurry here at all. They are fine just running the ball.
Yep. You wear that defense out.
Going,
you make them think about it. And I think, to your point, Aaron, that's exactly what I would do in that situation as well. In Madden, that is.
McConkey hands it off. Knoll again. Hesitation. He'll move along that right side, lean forward up to about the 10. Another gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up. Already the 17th carry tonight for Luke Knoll, and he got off to a slow start carries-wise.
Yeah.
29 carries between him and McConkey tonight so far.
Well, and I think they're doing this to keep that high-powered offense off the field, obviously. You know, you look at a chess match and you come away with points here possibly. Hopefully you get into the end zone and, get something positive out of this drive. And then it just keeps that Aquinas offense off the field and gives your defense time to really develop a plan of what they're going to do to stop Aquinas.
4.5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Trips right again for the Panthers. Knoll will get the ball. Nice jump cut again. Spins away, leaning for the end zone. He's in! Got just enough on the reach. A 10-yard run for Luke Knoll. And West Salem's down by 1, pending the extra point.
What a run by Knoll right there. And, man, the extension at the end was a thing of beauty, Aaron, because, again, he's just so smart. He knows where he is on the field. He didn't see anybody around him. I'm just going to bring this ball out and see if I get in. Sure enough, touchdown for Luke Knoll, his 18th rushing touchdown of the season.
What a drive for the Panthers.
That was huge.
And they use up a lot of clock. 7 minutes and 36 seconds on the drive. And pending the extra point here from Jacob Helgeson. Low snap, good hold, and the kick is good. Late flag. So we'll see what that is here. Maybe a legal formation on Aquinas.
Or maybe somebody jumping over somebody else.
And believe either they wiped it off or it was declined. Didn't really get a sign. But either way, it's good. It's 14-14 with 4:24 remaining third quarter. Aquinas possession coming up next on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Now's the time to make your dream home a reality with a home loan from Ultra. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, we're here to help make it happen. With great rates and local servicing, a secure 24/7 online application, and an expert team. So take the next step and apply now. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Allied Cooperative, your championship team for agronomy, feed, propane, tires, grain, refined fuels, hardware, auto parts, and convenience store. It's the diversity, power, and customer service you'd expect from your championship team, Allied Cooperative. And it looks like there was a penalty on Aquinas. It's 15 yards, so some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct.
Conduct, and I think they were trying to maybe have somebody jump over the back of another defender to kind of maybe get some disruption on the kick. That could be.
So West Salem will kick off from the Aquinas 45-yard line. And it's just a little pooch kick. He'll be caught at about the 7-yard line by Kenzemius. He'll move along the left side. He'll leap over the top of Andy Johnson, and Kenzemius will be knocked out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. Kind of surprised West Salem didn't go with an onside kick.
I thought about that too.
Position.
Yeah.
I mean, the very worst, Aquinas has the ball at the 35. Not the worst thing.
Yeah, what if you get the ball back? Then you're in prime time opportunity to make maybe another score and on a short field. So either way, I mean, interesting. And, man, again, Kenzemius, what an athlete. I mean, I am impressed. And, I haven't got to watch a lot of him through the season. I've watched some tape on him, but the more I watch from him, he is something else.
Very good athlete as Flopmeyer will hand it off this time. Trying the right side is Calvin Hargrove, maybe a yard.
Yeah, the only way you'd get me down to running any track is if there's like a hot dog cart at the end of this area or something, some kind of food, maybe a food truck of some sort, It's getting to that time of the quarter where I get a little hungry here, Aaron, but
it's about that time now where you're going to make John hungry too.
Yeah, I know.
Studio.
Yeah, John keeps telling me I talk too much about food. I haven't had an air check in quite some time, Aaron. I'm sure that's going to come up at some time. Don't talk about that. You make us hungry. We're trying to work.
It'll be 2nd and 9 here for Aquinas. Molina motion from right to left. Flopmeyer will roll out right, and it's intercepted. Brendan Kennedy jumps the route. He's got the ball left side, breaks a tackle inside the 20-yard line, breaks the tackle to 15, 10-5, and pushed out of bounds inside the 5 by Jackson Flopmeyer. Brennan Kennedy, top 5 in the state in interceptions, comes through with another one.
Man, I tell you, that was great coverage by West Salem. It's almost like they saw that coming. And Kennedy baited that throw. Did you see where he was, Aaron? He kind of waited on the sideline, almost waiting for that ball to go to that area of the field, and he jumped that route like it was, I tell you what, it was almost like Christmas Day for him, and Santa came down the chimney because that was a present, and he almost took that to the house.
Oh, Kennedy was waiting for that one. He jumped the route before Flopmeyer even set up the throw.
That's definitely something they saw on tape because the way that the defense was ready for that play, that was dangerous, and that's a big one for West Salem.
So West Salem can take their first lead of the night here. Ball at the 2-yard line. It's going to be Luke Knoll who will try to power it in. He'll reach across one play, and he's in. Touchdown, West Salem. They have a 20-14 lead.
Pretty much economics right there. Just give it to Knoll or McConkey behind that offensive line and let them lean in for a touchdown. That's huge right there. Man, what a swing of momentum early in this third quarter.
20-14, West Salem has a lead pending the extra point. As Jacob Helgeson comes on. What a change of momentum. Helgeson's kick is no good. He missed it left. Just missed left of the upright, so it stays at a 6-point game with 3:18 remaining in the third quarter. West Salem on top. We'll be right back.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
Well, a mistake for West Salem coming out of the break, a kick out of bounds. So Aquinas will get a little better field position here. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem, affordable family bar serving delicious pizzas, burgers, and sandwiches. Stop in and see Dave and Brady before or after the game at Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill.
Yeah, Hunter's does have some good food, man. I haven't been there in a while, but they have some of the best pizzas in the area, bar none.
We'll start at the 35, Will Aquinas, now trailing for the first time, 20-14. Flottmeyer in the shotgun. That's a high snap over the hands of Hargrove. He'll pick it up. He's trying to evade some Panthers, and he gets some room, and now he'll be swarmed down at the 17-yard line. Flag on the play, though. Came in right after the snap.
Yeah, I kind of wonder what the flag is for.
Came from the head referee behind the play. Clock is still running.
Are they picking it up? Yeah, they're picking it up.
I mean, the clock is still running. They have told them to stop the clock 15 seconds ago, and it still is running. I mean, now it should be up and going again, but lost some time there. So they wipe it away. Ball will be at the 16-yard line, 17-yard line. It's a loss of 18. Flottmeyer looking, rolling out left. He'll fire deep downfield. Triple coverage off the head of the West Salem defender. That's Chris Calico, I believe. Yep, off his head. Triple covered. McConkey, Calico, and Kennedy were all guarding Colin Kenzemius. And I believe outside of that interception just thrown by Flottmeyer, that's just the first incompletion of the game from either side.
Yeah.
Outside of both interceptions.
Yeah, and I kind of question that throw too. Aaron, you look at McConkey had some time, he had other options, but trying to go deep and you got three defenders on one guy. Good job by Aquinas' offensive line on pass protection. There's
now
a
we
flag.
have a flag.
Legal motion.
So 5-yard penalty on Aquinas, and if we're being honest, how much is that 5 yards really going to matter? It goes from 3rd and 28 to 3rd and 33.
Wow. Yeah, that was a legal substitution, actually. Thank you, Jeff. A big hole to climb out of if you're the Blue Golds here. You just don't want to make a mistake with the football.
3rd and 33. Flottmeyer will drop back to pass. He's looking. He'll roll right. Now he'll roll back left. Breaks a tackle. He'll throw while being hit and just throws it away.
Isn't that grounding, though?
They want grounding. No one's in the area.
He's still within the tackle box,
they could
too.
Maybe argue Kenzemius was around there, but it'll be tough. It doesn't look like they're going to call it, though. It'll be 4th down and 33.
Yeah, he was running for his life, and good pressure by West Salem.
So Flottmeyer, before that interception, had not had an incompletion. Now he has 3 straight. And Flottmeyer will punt it away. Quick punt, and he shanks it. He shanks it out of bounds, and West Salem has all the momentum.
Great field position now for the Panthers. And Aquinas is a little rattled here, Aaron. Some mistakes, good defense by West Salem. I mean, that interception by Kennedy is really shaking this ball game up.
And it all started with the opening possession as well. West Salem came out.
Marching down the field.
Yeah. They're going to mark it at the 31-yard line.
How long was that drive? About 8 minutes?
It was 7:36.
So close to 8 minutes, but still. Yeah. I mean, you come out like that and you score, and then you pretty much bait Aquinas into your own lap, and now West Salem has a chance to go up 2 scores here.
Be interesting if they score a touchdown here, if they'll go for 2.
Tight man coverage.
14 again, but they got to get there first.
Yep.
McConkey will drop back. It's going to be a little screen play over to Knoll left side, and he runs into a brick, but is able to run through that brick for a yard. Should have maybe lost a yard, but he gains a yard on the grab.
Yeah, he's just something about him. He just knows when to get his head down and make an extra effort as he gets up a little slow here. Hopefully he's okay. It looks like it. He's going back to the huddle.
2nd and 9 coming up with a minute 20 remaining here in the third quarter, and Aquinas has had the ball for, a minute and a half.
Yeah, maybe. If that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, West Salem has just dominated this quarter.
And a drive of 7:36 and a drive of 3 seconds.
Yeah, Aquinas now playing some tight man coverage. They weren't doing that earlier. They might bring a blitz here on this side.
Calco in motion left to right. He will get the jet sweep. Rather, it will be kept by McConkey up the middle. Good fake by Calico. And McConkey doesn't gain much, though. Maybe doesn't gain anything.
Yeah, Kyle White was coming off the edge as a blitzer on that left side, so it's almost like they kind of knew that was coming, Aaron. Brought him up as an extra defender.
3rd and 9. This will be a huge stop for Aquinas.
Yeah, they need it too.
West Salem has been good on 3rd downs tonight and all season. Trips right. McConkey drops back to throw. Looking right. He'll fire across the middle. Incomplete flag. Right near where McConkey threw. It'll be a hold. We'll see what Aquinas wants to do this time. I think they're going to move him back. This will move him all the way back to the 44-yard line. So a 14-yard penalty for a hold. And it'll be 3rd and a long way here. 3rd and 23.
14 seconds in the quarter.
Yeah, the good defensive stand here for Aquinas if they can complete this here. Well, Salem in a very low percentage third down predicament.
Momentum has shifted just a bit now. You can kind of feel it starting to even out again. Calco motion left to right. Fake handoff to Knoll up the middle. McConkey looking to throw. He'll fire left side. Kennedy is there, makes the grab down the left sideline, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Gives a signal for first down, and West Salem back in business.
Just a simple post route to the corner, and when you need a big play, who do you throw the ball to? Brendan Kennedy. I mean, the kid is just one of the most unsung football players in this area, and he just makes big plays, Aaron. I mean, that was a tremendous catch.
Radar.
Tremendous play. And with Salem now knocking on the door.
1st and goal from the 6. 7 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Snap and handoff to Knoll. He's looking for some room, and he will pick up 1. Up to the 5, and that will do it for our third quarter. All West Salem here in quarter number 3. Outscoring Aquinas 13-0 and basically having the ball the entire quarter. Possession was all theirs. They're trying to punch it in here, starting the fourth quarter right after this. And our Game of the Week coverage on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for your drywall, metal framing, or painting project. Call Jared at 608-317-8615 or stop in at 3-in-1 Construction, located next to the post office in downtown West Salem. First and goal for the Panthers. Calico in motion left to right. They're going to hand off to Knoll, actually second and goal, and he will get a yard or two. It'll be third down and goal.
Yeah, good job of the interior of the Blue Gold defensive line. Isaac Schumacher's had himself a game tonight. So has Shane Willenbrigg. Big possession here for both these teams here, Aaron. If West Salem can get into the end zone, 2-score lead. And you got to think they're going to go for 2, maybe in this situation.
Third and goal, 3.5 yards to go here. Trips right, actually quads right. For the Panthers, it's going to be a quarterback power for McConkey. He's trying to get around the right side, lowers his shoulder, trying to power in, and it looks like he's just short, a yard short here in a big decision for West Salem on 4th and 1.
I'd go for it if I'm West Salem. You put them in pretty rough field position. Your defense has played pretty well. I know the threat of the big play is there. They've kind of cleaned that up a little bit. If I'm West Salem, this is for the conference title. I'm going for it here.
I think before that play, say you still have 4 yards to get, I think you kick the field goal there, make it 2 possessions.
Right.
But
not at 1 yard.
Yeah. Now you got to get. I mean, you're not going to get stopped on 1 yard to go twice in the same game if you're West Salem, or at least that's got to be the thinking if you're their head coach, Justin Yane. They will go for it. 4th and goal from the 1. McConkey and Knoll lined up tight in shotgun and a timeout. Coach Yane wants to talk it over again with 10:20 left in the fourth quarter. Huge play coming up. Quick 30 seconds, and we'll be back.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Ooh.
Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill in Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street in Onalaska.
Yeah, I haven't gone to Coulee Golf Bowl since I've been off, but might have to go over there tomorrow, Aaron, catch a little bit of college football for lunch.
4th and goal at the 1. 2 receivers out left. It's Johnson and Kennedy. Luke Knoll will switch from the right side to the left side of McConkey's hip. Tight formation. And they're going to give it to Knoll, and he will sprint into the end zone. Touchdown, West Salem. They're up 26-14.
And a simple power left, and Aquinas' blitz was kind of going right up the middle, anticipating maybe McConkey coming up the middle with the quarterback draw, but that time just going off that left-hand side, and Luke Knoll, man, what a season for him.
His 3rd touchdown of the half.
20 touchdowns on the year. That's a heck of a season right there.
Well, quick math tells you that's over 2 a game. He's still got...
I'm not good at quick math. That's why I'm glad you're here. I mean, if you're adding up like a meal combo deal, I'm good at that. But if it's math when it comes to like, that good job, Aaron.
They're going to go for 2 to make it a 14-point game. Trips left, and they will give it to fake the Knoll. They're going to have McConkey just reach across and in. So it will be a 14-point game with 10:17 remaining. 28-14 West Salem leads. We'll be right back on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
West Salem will kick it away, and we'll just ground it over end, and it will be laid on at the 28-yard line. Aquinas will start their possession there.
And this is a huge possession for Aquinas. If they don't score here, Aaron, and they get the ball back to West Salem with the way that they've been able to really chew the clock here in the second half, it's going to be a long hill to climb for the Blue Golds. So this has got to be a drive here that they got to capitalize on here.
10:17 is remaining, and Aquinas trails by 14 points, trying to keep their 22-game win streak alive. Condemius in motion left to right. Now he'll turn back towards the left. Fake pitch to him. Flottmeyer rolls out. He'll just toss it forward to Kyle White, but he's hit hard, and it drops incomplete. Good play that time by Kellen Wright.
Yeah, Wright coming in. Good stick right there on the running back. And, man, I tell you, they read that out. And, man, this is looking more and more like, when you watch The Price is Right and you watch the yodeler go up the hill and you want him to stop, but he's going to go over the hill. If Aquinas doesn't score on this drive, the yodeler is going to yodel all the way over the hill, if you know what I'm saying.
How about this one? It's not over till a fat lady sings, though.
True.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not over till the fat guy gets his frozen pizza.
2nd and 10. Flottmeyer will hand it off up the middle.
Nice
couple of
run.
Broken tackles by Kyle White, and he will pick up 7 or 8 on the carry.
Yeah, White doing a really good job of just making something happen on that run, and McConkey with a good stick at the end to stop that. But, man, that was a good job by the Aquinas offensive line to open up a huge hole for White.
3rd and 2. Aquinas in a no-huddle offense. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Hargrove will pick it up, and he will get plenty as he gets up to about the 42-yard line. Gain of 4.
And I like the fact that Aquinas is really not panicking here. They're sticking to the ground game. They're going to mix it up with some play action. You know that here eventually. But you got a couple horses. Run with them. Get some yards. Make it more high percentage for Flottmeyer. Let him settle down a little bit. I love what Tom Lee's doing right now.
1st and 10 at the 42. 4 receivers for the Blue Golds. Flottmeyer's going to fake pitch in front of him. Now he's going to throw deep down the left sideline, trying to beat Andy Johnson. It's incomplete. Really nice coverage by Johnson on the play.
Yeah, Johnson really kind of delayed on that coverage a little bit, and then he kind of caught up a little bit to the receiver for Aquinas, and doing a good job, though. He didn't put his hands on him. He just stuck with him foot for foot, and then put that hand out at the end to make sure that it was solid.
Flottmeyer started the game 4 for 4. and 2 touchdowns, 147 yards and 2 touchdowns since he's 0 for 5 in this second half.
You know, I got to give credit to Aquinas' offensive line. They've done a really good job tonight, really in pass protection, giving Flottmeyer a lot of time.
Going to hand it off to Hargrove this time.
Look at that.
Left side, he'll cut back middle, crosses midfield up to about the 49, gain of 9. Third down coming up. I know you'll like this one, Scotty. Good pull that time by Brett Zelkowski.
Yeah, I mean, and you called it. I mean, they had a huge hole to run through, and I just like the fact that they're not panicking. They're just running the offense, giving Hargrove some carries.
They're in one direct snap to Kyle White this time, and he will get across the first down marker up to about the 45. Gain of 4 for Kyle White. And a first down. That's just the second first down for Aquinas here. Both of them coming on this drive.
Yeah, and again, you know, you down 2 scores, you figure you start throwing the ball around the yard, but I like the fact Aquinas is slowing it down a little bit, catching their breath. I mean, they have the ability to make the big play, and they know that, so just give your running back some time to maybe punish this Salem defense, who's really controlled this second half.
Flottmeyer will send Moline in motion left to right. He'll roll out right. He's got blocker out in front of him. He's just going to run this time. He'll cross the 40 out of bounds. And a gain of 5 for Flottmeyer.
Yeah, Flottmeyer was looking for that seam post again, but David Moline fell and kind of ruined the momentum of that play as it looked like he was going to be open again. Flottmeyer was looking for him, but once that broke down, he decided just to run with it.
8:06 remaining. 28-14, West Salem leads Aquinas here. Both teams trying to win the Coulee Conference title here tonight. Flottmeyer fakes the handoff. Will drop back to pass. He's got a man down the seam, Damian Lee, and it's intercepted, tipped by Brennan Kennedy, and taken in by Brett McConkey. McConkey will continue to pull defenders as he runs forward, crosses the 15, up to the 17.
Man, the West Salem coaching staff right beside us making a lot of noise in the booth next door. And again, 24, Brennan Kennedy making a huge play in a clutch situation when Damian Lee was down the field in the seam. He just closed on the ball, tipped it. McConkey was right there for the easy tip interception. That's why you do those tip drills in practice, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, McConkey is going to get credit for the interception, but that is Brennan Kennedy making up ground. He was on the right side of the defense. Damian Lee was on the right seam, kind of doing that seam post that you were just talking about. And Kennedy made up all that ground. Wasn't really supposed to be on Damian
If
Lee.
he doesn't get respect after this game for how good he is, it's a shame. He is a great player.
McConkey will hand it off to Knoll up the middle, and again will spin forward for a yard despite really no room.
And the yodeler is going over the cliff here as we speak. If West Salem scores on this drive, you might as well forget it.
Luke Knoll's last 5 carries have been for 2, 1, 2, 1, and 1 yards. And West Salem is still dominating here in this second half.
Aaron, who'd you like better, Bob Barker or
Bob Barker.
Oh, yeah, Bob, he's the legend,
Barker.
man. Drew Carey does a pretty good job on that show, though. I like him better on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
That show is so good.
It's hard to overcome Bob Barker.
Yeah, it's true.
Handoff here to Chris Calico on the end around, and he is swallowed up right away.
Nice play.
Gain of nothing that time. Damian Lee in on the tackle.
Yeah, Willenbreg right off the bat, though. Again, nice block shed. And Lee came to help him, but, man, that was solid. Yeah, Drew Carey doesn't get excited as much about, giving away the new car that, Bob was always so stoic, but he had that really...
A brand new car!
Yeah, he had that really charismatic smile where Drew Carey he just looks like, man, I just want to get to the next part of this show, He
just wants to see everyone spin the wheel.
Yeah,
that's why.
Because then he knows it's almost done.
Yeah, right. I've only got 3 more shows to tape. Be 3rd and 8 here after the 1-yard carry by Chris Calico. And a whistle.
Timeout.
And a timeout. West Salem wants to talk over their 3rd down play here. We'll take a quick 30-second break. 6:19 remaining. West Salem leads by 2 touchdowns.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
They practice treating the whole person. Live your best life at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta. Big third down here, 3rd and 8 with 6:19 to go. West Salem with the ball, leading 28-14. A huge second half for the Panthers here, outscoring Aquinas 21-0. Coming up with a big interception just a couple moments ago. Calico in motion right to left. Not giving the ball. McConkey will fake a screen. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he'll be taken down. I believe that's going to be intentional grounding. Aquinas picked it up and ran in the end zone, but that is an incomplete pass.
Yeah, his arm was going forward. I know the Aquinas faithful upset, but
I think maybe they're going to say that McConkey was out of the pocket. So it'll be incomplete.
Again, though, another one of those, Aaron, where it doesn't look like he's beyond the tackle box, and he's just throwing it out to get it out there. So an argument there for what you're saying. Right. I can see why the Aquinas fans are upset, but it wasn't a fumble. Now they are questioning why there wasn't grounding. A couple fans are out there. I can see it.
Officials are kind of talking it over, but not really. It'll be 4th and 8. So a big stop for Aquinas, keeps them in this here.
They're talking if the Eagles' nest is going to be open after this. They're not talking about that.
And now we'll have another pause in the game, and we'll have those same two officials talk it over.
What is that, UWL and Eau Claire tomorrow, right?
Yep, at Eau Claire.
Yeah. It's going to be a early bus ride for the Eagles, huh?
I guess so,
Usually it's Eau Claire that comes here, so that's going to be different.
The Eagles should handily win that one.
You would think. I mean, they've had such a good year and such a heartbreaker against Whitewater. You thought for sure that they might finally get them.
Yeah. A couple of turnovers late.
Whitewater's such a good program. Every athletic area that they have is so good.
Well, we're ready for play again. McConkey will take the snap, punt it away. Good spiraling kick over towards the right side. It'll bounce at the 45 and take a nice Panther roll. Up to the 37. Good punt from Brett McConkey, and Aquinas will have to go 63 yards.
And they got to strike twice here in that time frame. So you got to think that advantage was Salem in that aspect. But Jackson Flottmeyer's shown, like we've seen throughout his career, he can make a big play when he needs to. And he does have the weapons. We questioned that coming in, but I don't question it anymore. A little bit more balance this year for Aquinas with the running attack.
1 second shy of halfway through this fourth quarter. Now, Aquinas was more okay with running some clock last possession. They were running the hurry up, but are running the ball. Now they've got to have a little more urgency here, trying to get a screen going. Hargrove will catch, take a step back.
Play.
He'll keep on his feet, and I'll be hammered down. Ball is loose. Does West Salem have it?
They do.
They signal they do, and they do. It's a turnover on the first play. West Salem, a huge hit coming up. I believe it was Kellen Wright who had the hit. But there was a whole bunch of bodies in there. Forces the fumble from Hargrove, who never had his balance. And West Salem takes back the ball.
You called it right, Kellen Wright. Man, how about that for a little little color commentary? Good hit on that one. Knocks the ball loose. West Salem gets it back. Great job by West Salem's defense to read the middle screen. They saw it. The defensive interior attacked it, put Hargrove and his timing off a little bit on the run, and that caused the fumble really with Kellen Wright with a great hit.
So West Salem takes over at the Aquinas 42.
That is a huge turnover here.
Blitz coming off the left side. McConkey will just throw a screen right side here to Brennan Kennedy. He'll sideswipe a defender, but be tackled down. Just a gain of 1 yard for Kennedy. Fifth catch of the night.
Yeah, good blitz call, though, by Aquinas. They had nobody blocking on that side of the field, and you got to think they're going to bring a little bit more pressure now in this situation.
3 Aquinas turnovers tonight, a +2 differential for West Salem. I think they're up above 30 now, aren't they?
Yep, 31 now, plus 31 on the season.
Over 3 turnovers a game, 3.5 turnovers a game in terms of plus differential for the Panthers. Come up on 5 minutes remaining. Be a handoff to Knoll. He'll bounce it out left side. Gives a huge stiff arm.
Wow.
And will lean forward to about the 35. Down went David Moline from the right hand of Luke Knoll.
Yeah, man, I don't know what to say on that stiff arm. It was almost like George Foreman forgot his grill was on. He had to get a cheeseburger out real quick.
He got something for everything. That's what I'm learning.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be learning him. I should just know that. But
yeah, how many weeks have we been doing this now?
This is number 9.
Yeah. Well, 8 technically, since I couldn't be here last week, which was not the best, but glad I'm here today.
We'll hand it off to Knoll again. He'll
nice
look
run.
Right guard, and he will pick up the first down. 5 yards and a first down for West Salem will allow them to run out some more clock here.
Yeah, good blocking on the interior of that West Salem offensive line, and they got Calvin Hargrove sucked in the middle, and when you got that, you pretty much know you're getting a gain because Hargrove is really, he's the heart and soul of that Aquinas defense.
The 10th first down of the half for West Salem. They have 19 first downs in the game compared to Aquinas' 6.
Yeah, West Salem just letting that clock run now.
Under 4 minutes remaining. Trips right for the Panthers. Knoll on the right of McConkey. They will give it to him again. He's looking. He'll bounce it outside. And
great play.
Oh, my gosh. Am I believing what I see? It's a loss for a Luke Knoll carry.
Yeah, and you don't see it very often. Damian Lee coming off that edge, making a really good play on Knoll. Had some help to bring him down, but
it's a
good
tough
read.
Spot, though. They're going to mark him 3 yards back when really his momentum was stopped at 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 13.
It's interesting to see what West Salem decides to do here.
Coming up on 3 minutes remaining. Just continue to run.
I'd run a screen to Kennedy personally off of that bubble.
I've got the trips right. Kennedy's in that middle position. They will hand it off to Knoll along the right side. Willenbring trying to bring him down, but Knoll breaks out of it. He'll cut back up the middle and be taken down at about the 26-yard line. That's a big gain. That's about 9 yards, 8.5 yards.
Yeah, and a timeout on the field here for Aquinas, I believe.
The clock continues to run. Now they stop it. Clock operator has not been ideal for the Aquinas side tonight. In terms of saving time, we'll take a timeout. 30 seconds, and we'll be right back.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
Free insurance reviews, free quotes, and bottom line, they make insurance easy for you. Most importantly, all of your insurance needs in one place. Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance of Onalaska. 2:45 remaining here in the ball game. 28-14 lead for West Salem, who has dominated this second half. It has been all Panthers here in the third and fourth quarters. 3rd and 5 coming up. Ball at the 25-yard line. Knoll to the right of McConkey with trips right. They will give it to McConkey. He'll bounce it out to the right. He'll dive forward. Did he get to the 20? They're going to mark him just shy. Maybe 3 or 4 inches shy of the first down. And it'll be 4th and inches. Most likely West Salem's going to go for this.
I would for sure. I think you would too, Aaron. You
Yeah.
pretty much put
it out of reach.
Yep, put the proverbial nail in the coffin, and the yodeler goes over the cliff.
Surprised Aquinas hasn't called a timeout here.
Yeah, I'm kind of baffled at that myself. because Salem's just going to chew that clock down.
Coach Yane's going to call a timeout at the end of the play clock, and they will call a timeout. So 1:54 remaining, 4th and inches coming up. We'll be right back.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy, now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medication specifically for you, your family, and your pets. Call 608-788-4500. 4th and inches here for West Salem. Under center snap coming up. And it'll be a first down. Pushing forward, Luke Knoll, 2 yards. And that should... Let's say just about do it, but Aquinas does have a couple timeouts remaining. And it was actually McConkey on the carry.
Yeah, the play that I thought they should have did down at the goal line, earlier in the game, and a good time to call that. And McConkey's just such a beast to bring down in general. And now it's pretty much academic right here.
And Aquinas not using their timeouts.
No, I wonder if they're going to maybe I just don't really understand why. And the West Salem coaching staff right beside us, pretty excited at the prospects of a Coulee Conference championship here.
The Panthers will take the 5-yard penalty, then the delay of game. So just to do that, to run off as much time as possible. 1:15 remaining now.
I mean, you got all 4 downs. Aquinas still
should be able to run out this time. I believe West Salem, they've got a man deep like they're going to kneel. And McConkey will kneel.
And now they'll use their timeouts.
So West Salem fans know they've got a Coulee Conference title coming in 1 minute and 13 seconds.
Yeah, a lot of happy coaches in the booth beside us here, and they should be. The second half has been dominated by the Panthers, Aaron. I think you would agree.
Oh, they've had the ball as close to all 24 minutes as you could possibly have.
Yeah, I mean, they just really came out in this second half and put their foot down and just controlled this game. And again, I know that big drive was very critical in this outbreak by the Panthers, but that interception by Brennan Kennedy and just his play in the second half, if he doesn't get highlighted as one of the players of the week this week in this area, I would be shocked. I mean, he's made at least 3 or 4 huge plays in this ball game.
Yeah, he has been outstanding. We've talked about him as being under the radar for a couple weeks now.
Not anymore.
McConkey will now get in the shotgun, and he will just power right, trying to use as much time as possible, stay in bounds by sliding down. It'll be a gain of 0. And we'll have a timeout again. All right, we'll take a quick break. 30 seconds, minute 6 remaining. We'll be right back.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region.
Proud sponsor of high school football for nearly 4 decades in running. Hilltopper Refuse at your disposal since 1983. West Salem, 3rd and 15 here. Minute 6 remaining. McConkey will just power left this time, trying to use up as much time as he can, trying to stay in bounds, and he will. He'll be tackled down at about the 29, so it'll be a loss on the play. They're marked at the 30. So loss of 5, which will hurt those stats, but I don't think the Panthers really care at this point.
No, all they care about is that they're going to come out of here with a victory and a conference championship and probably a number 1 seed tomorrow in their bracket, would be my guess.
It does say 1 timeout left for Aquinas, which we were talking at the break just before. We thought they had none left. We thought they used one earlier, and they're not using one now. So to me, that says they don't have any left.
Yeah, I think that operator is not correct. I think because you and I both thought they took a timeout earlier in the 3rd quarter as well.
So 4th down and about 19, and we have a delay game on West Salem, which they are, again, that's their 2nd one here. They are fine doing that, as long as they can take off as much time as possible. 11 seconds left, so in theory, you could run out the rest of this clock. I think if you get enough of blocking, you could have McConkey just roll around in the backfield and throw it away.
Sure.
I don't think really – I think the rule is the ball – until the ball lands is when the clock runs out. I'll see what they decide to do here. He's going to roll out right, being chased from behind. He's just going to run forward. He's tackled from behind down at the 32-yard line, and Aquinas will take over with 6 seconds remaining.
And what a half for West Salem.
Yeah.
I mean,
outstanding.
They just came out in the second half and just controlled this football game. And you got to give credit to Coach Yen. And I tell you, man, they just put their foot down and said, this is going to be our time. And I'm really impressed with the Panthers and what they were able to do. It really shut down Aquinas running the clock and not letting them get on the field, Aaron. And then when Aquinas got on the field, the mountain was pretty big because of the mistakes. And, man, I tell you, what a football game. Hats off to West Salem.
Most likely the last play of the game. Flottmeyer will throw across the middle behind the intended receiver, Anthony Miller, incomplete. And we will have one more play.
Yeah, one more play here.
So with 3 seconds remaining. Flottmeyer will drop back to pass again. He'll look left or right again to Anthony Miller. It's in and out of the hands, and that is your ball game. West Salem breaks Aquinas' 22-game win streak, and the Panthers are the 2022 Coulee Conference champions.
Man, I tell you, what a half by the Panthers. Hats off to Coach Yen and his staff, and hats off to Tom Lee, too. Win 22 games in a row. And when I got to study this game, Aaron, I was really, really concerned for Aquinas' winning streak tonight for the reason alone that what West Salem presents defensively, matchup nightmare for a lot of teams. They do everything well on every level. And tonight, a couple of mistakes here and there really cost Aquinas this ball game.
Outstanding defense from the Panthers in the second half. They get the 28-14 victory. Make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency. Call Gary at G&T Heating and Air Conditioning of West Salem at 786-1140. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning located on Highway 16 on Commerce Street in West Salem. We'll take a break. We come back. We will wrap things up here from UWL as West Salem begins to root and cheer with their team. A 28-14 victory here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, We want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holman, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in three things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Does your house need a new roof or siding? Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from Contractor Supply of West Salem, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at your partner in building excellence on County Highway B of West Salem. 28-14, West Salem beats Aquinas in the de facto Coulee Conference Championship. The Panthers are your 2022 Coulee champions here. They break the 22-game winning streak of the reigning state champion Aquinas Blue Golds. Well, Scotty, we thought before the game that this was very possible. We thought West Salem had an outstanding chance to win this game, and maybe not what we thought a complete dominance in that second half, but that's what it was.
I mean, they totally controlled Aquinas in the second half. I've seen a lot of film on both these teams, and Aquinas is so explosive. And, you got to stop the big play. How Aquinas scored was big plays, and then when you shut those down and you make them methodically move the ball, there's more opportunities for a mistake. And with Aquinas and how they run their offense, you could see that West Salem was kind of baiting and trapping some things in that second half. And that interception by Brennan Kennedy, I'm still going to say that was the play of the game. I really think that just changed everything. I know that big, long drive really set the tempo for West Salem, but when Kennedy got that interception on what was pretty much taking candy from a baby right there, the way he baited it, it was a beautiful play, and West Salem just didn't look back from that. And we talked about strength of schedule, Aaron, and I really felt like West Salem had the tougher schedule. Mm-hmm. They played the tougher opponents. They were prepared for this game. Aquinas playing, kind of a weaker schedule in the conference outside the conference a little bit. I think, not to say that hurt them in any way, shape, or form. It's not going to matter playoff time. They're all going to be one seeds with Salem, Aquinas, Onalaska, probably Cashton. We're going to see a lot of one seeds come out of this area. So you got to tip your hat to West Salem and the defensive performance that really shut down a team that's usually very explosive.
Yeah, outstanding performance here by them. They stuck with it in that first half, despite trailing 14-7 and getting shut down a couple of times when they were close, and they really handled business in this second half. Well, it's playoff time now, Scott.
I know.
Things change. I mean, you can celebrate this for a day or two, and then all of a sudden it really doesn't matter anymore. Aquinas, this loss doesn't really matter anymore. It's a brand new season.
Yeah, and all these, like I said, you're going to look at it, and Cashton won 34-0. I think Jeff just sent me the score. So they're going to win the conference title at Scenic Bluffs outright. So we're probably going to see for sure 4 number 1 seeds come out of this area. West Salem, Onalaska, Luther, and definitely Onalaska. So and Aquinas. So that the 4 teams that we kind of see, they're all going to be 1 seeds. And to your point, Aaron, the dynamic changes in the playoffs. It's more intense. Couple question marks for me now going forward. Does this loss shake Aquinas up a little bit going into the playoffs? Onalaska, to me, has played a great season, and they're so talented. But my question is, the playoffs have been kind of an issue for them in some instances, and I do feel that this team can overcome that, especially with that defense. How far do they go, though? You know what I mean? How far do they get after, not to look ahead, but how far can they go? West Salem, I think, has all the tools to be a state champion. They have a good quarterback, good running game, offensive line. The defense is outstanding, and they play well on special teams. Cashton, honestly, might have the best chance of any team in this area to win it all. They have all the weaponry. They have a great defense. And then in the division they're playing in, I don't even think even Tomahawk, Blackhawk, I don't think they're as good as Cashton. I really don't. I think Cashton's got a really good shot to go to state and win it. Aquinas has a good chance. St. Mary Springs is probably the biggest threat to them. I'm really intrigued to see how this develops because there's a lot of good football in this area this year.
Quickly, do you subscribe to the idea that this loss is probably good for Aquinas and maybe get knocked down a peg and just say, all right, we just have to regroup?
You just lost to a team that's a division better than you.
Mm-hmm.
You lost to a team that almost beat Onalaska first week of the season, and Onalaska is considered by many the best team in this area. I mean, you can't be upset about your performance here tonight other than maybe a couple turnovers that you'd like to have back. But, I mean, you played a team that's just as good, maybe a little bit better than you in some aspects. So, honestly, I actually thought that this was going to be the outcome tonight. I thought that maybe midweek when I was studying this game that was going to be the outcome. I'm not surprised by this at all, but Aquinas shouldn't hang their head because they're a powerhouse in their division. They don't play West Salem again. They don't play some of these other teams again. They go down to Division 5 where they have honestly dominated that level of play for the last couple of years, Aaron. So, no, I think it's definitely going to help them.
All right, Ultra Federal Credit Union with DriveUltra.org. You're in the driver's seat. Ultra Federal Credit Union giving you the information you need to make smart choices and get into the car you love. Ultra Federal Credit Union, it's where you belong. Quick break, and we will wrap things up here from UWL. It is West Salem, the Coulee Conference champions, with a 28-14 victory over the Aquinas Blue Golds.
S-C-S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
Welcome back to UWL. Wrapping it up quickly. Just a reminder that right after we are done here, just in a couple minutes, we will send it back to the studio where John Papadopoulos is waiting. He will have all the scores, all the stats. He'll have coaches, players. He'll even talk to Scotty over here as well. If Scotty hasn't run out of words to say yet tonight.
No, I'm good.
And the Festival Foods post-game show. So as we do every week, John's back at the studio waiting to give you some scores. I'll pass along some stats to him here as well. But Luke Knoll now has 3 touchdowns tonight, 20 on the year.
Crazy.
West Salem is plus 31 in turnover differential after tonight's game. And this one is huge. The West Salem defense held Aquinas to 36 total yards.
Who would have thunk
in
that,
the second half.
That's insane, and hats off to West Salem.
Jackson Flotmeyer, 1 of 9 for 5 yards in that second half.
Wow.
Outstanding West Salem defense. All right, that'll do it for us here from UWL. It's playoff time now.
Playoffs.
As we wrap up the regular season, Week 9, West Salem is the Coulee Conference champions with a 28-14 victory over Aquinas. For Scotty Grand and Jeff Ross, I'm Aaron Morris. We'll send it back to the studio. The Festival Foods postgame show coming up next.